What is up, my friends? How's it going? I almost said good morning, friends, but I thought that maybe that would be a little too restrictive because it's morning for me as I'm recording this right now. But like, you might not be watching this in the morning, so we'll just say hello, good day, how are you? I shouldn't even say good day. It could be good night. Anyway, hi, I'm Envire Boy. I'm playing Potion Craft. My kitty's here. She's getting all up in the mic right now because we have reached the point. Like I say, it's the morning, which means we have reached the point that it's within an hour for her morning meal. Which naturally means she needs to show up here and remind me that she exists, just to make sure I don't forget about her food. Even though I haven't directly filled her food bowl in like a couple of years at this point in time, I long time ago bought an auto feeder, mostly so that she would leave me alone in the mornings and not wake me up at like 3 a.m. because she wants food. And she just knows that like, oh, when he's awake, I get food. And she doesn't realize that it's like, no, when I'm awake that my alarm goes off, you get food. So I haven't given her food directly in years. She just kind of, the little food robot spits it out at her. But she's here. Oh, never mind. No, she's not. No, she's going to go lay down in a sunbeam because we're having a very lovely sunny day today, which is nice. We do love a sunny day, especially in the springtime. I'm recording this in springtime. I'm like recording way ahead of the schedule with this game because I just love this game and I keep playing it, but I should probably actually play it here. Hi, Alchemist. I want to replenish your supply. Oh, want to replenish your supply of herb. Oh, also, I have a favor to ask. I could use one of your potions. Yeah, what do you need? Some ingredients are extremely thorny and they're hard to pick with your bare hands. Plus, I often have to climb through thorny bushes to look for new plants. You have a potion that will protect me from thorns and spikes. If you make one, I can bring you a wide variety of ingredients. This time, I know exactly what you want. You are much less cryptic about it than our friendly potion or our mushroom dude. So here you go. I'll give you that. Show me your goods. What do you have? Are these for sale? Like, I haven't hardly used these at all, but it's like we don't have a way to get them on our own. So I'm kind of like, yeah, let's just grab them. It's always tempting to like stock up just on everything now that I've got the funds that I can kind of easily do that. But at the same time, we already have 51 life leaf. I don't think I need more life leaf, so we'll just get the bananas or the boomerangs, whatever, the hairy banana, which is kind of got a boomerang effect to it too, which is neat actually. But yeah, let's do that one. Let's haggle it. Oh yeah, we can do the up difficulty haggle. There we go. Boom, it's a deal. Alright, pleasure doing business with you, lady. End dialogue. Oh man, look at this. Look at this girl. She's tough. She's ready to kill everyone. Hey, she's got the teardrop. Look at those two. Those are both murderers. Look at that. I need a potion that I can dunk my throwing knives in. I'll pay extra if the potion has some suitable additional properties. Please don't use more than 3 types of ingredients in the potion if possible. Okay, my immediate thought is let's try to make a like, oh hey, look at this one. Don't use more than 3 types of ingredients. Would this work? Ah, look at that. Oh, we love that. We love it. We love it. How are we only gonna sell the front? How are we gonna act like that's a good deal? All right, well, fine. We'll just haggle for more money. There we go. All right, sweet. That worked out well. I need to blow something up. Bandit business, bad blood. You know how it is. Can you help? You can help, right? We'll make everything go all splody on us here. Presuming we can find the ingredients here. Oops, no, I don't want the recipe book. I want to. I still haven't saved an explosion. Oh wait, we did save an explosion. Ah, we can brew one. Let's do it. Brew it. Brew it. All right. Here we go. Go ahead. Go have fun, you little arsonist, you. All right, boom, boom. But only at a good high price. Yeah. That's more like it. Greetings, potion brewer. I need to beat up a certain rich man. But the thing is, he's massive. Do you have a potion of strength or something like that? When you say massive, do you mean like massive strong or just like massive like the dude's a blob? Like, because if he's a blob, you might just want to go for speed. You can just death by a million cuts. But you just want a strength potion. Here you go. I'll just brew that up for you. I've stopped paying attention I should really be paying attention to whether or not it's worth it to actually brew some of these still. If it's like the first time you've brewed it for the day, it's worth it to manually brew it so you can get the experience points. Speaking of which, we've got one to sell. What am I doing here? Not making this. What's this? Fertilizing herbs, mushrooms, potion. Herbs and mushrooms in the enchanted garden to be fertilized using wild growth potion. Proportionally strength potion. Yeah, wait. Fertilizing speeds up herb and mushroom growth proportionally to the strength of the potion, as well as when the potion may also be used on already collected plants, but only once per day. Yeah, that one I'm like kind of the least interested in. We're, other than a few specific ones, we're not really hurting for things. Like to plant truffles in underground along the roots of the enchanted tree. Okay, very specific, huh? Helium harvesting. Having a seed. I almost feel like I want to... I don't know, I guess going after some of these is still probably what we want. Like, I think if we want to keep doing this, like, this is such a good early investment. I'm going to stick with that. I need to coat my blade with something lethal. Lethal love. Kill him with kisses. Would frost be lethal? Potion calls for finesse, so it would be best if the potion's effect was weak. I'll pay extra for this. Okay, she wants a weak potion, huh? All right. Let's just make some weak poison or something. I don't think we've made a poison. Yeah, we haven't made a poison yet today, so it's, like I say, it's going to be worth it to get ourselves a good awakening of a potion going on here. Wait, hold on. What was... no, I think I would rather just use up some of these because we got so many of these. We'll just go for these. I was talking in the last episode, and I remember it fresh. It's fresh on my mind because I'm sitting here recording this one back to back from the last episode. But I was talking a lot about just sort of like the concepts of like having like front loading happiness in your day with your tasks and all that kind of stuff, as opposed to like assuming, like, don't assume happiness is a result. Like, happiness is a resource maybe, or a starting point, as opposed to a, you know, a target goal. And so like it got me even thinking, so here's what it really got me thinking. The first thing it got me thinking of, which is just, oh shoot, he wanted it weak. Gosh dang it, I keep doing that. I'm just not even paying attention over here. What am I even doing? I'm just not even paying attention. But it got me thinking, first off, that it's like I should just like get myself just like a little bag of candy to carry around, and just anytime I need a dopamine hit, just like munch one. That's dangerous. It's such a dangerous mindset. They're like, oh, I'll just eat a bunch of candy. It's like you get to the end of the day, you know, it's like 2 weeks later, I'm like 8 million pounds because I've just been eating like casually without realizing it, like 10 calories at a time, an extra like 2,000 calories a day, because it's like, oh, it's just candy. I'm just making myself feel good. But it's like, alternatively, you know, I mentioned the whole, you know, I like popsicles thing. You know, it's like you get those, if you can find ways to do that. Like, it's kind of like how I drink water and stay so much more hydrated if I put in a little bit of like a Crystal Light or something like that in there, just to flavor it up, because it's that much more enjoyable. So doing stuff like that. But another thing, it got me further thinking, to offer an example, right? Because I was saying I hate just giving platitudes, like just be happier, right? Without like actionable things, because that's such a like it's almost a privileged thing to say, right? Like it's so easy for someone who's happy to be like, I just think you just need to have an attitude change and find the joy. It's like, that's great. I'm like, the whole reason that I'm unhappy is because I'm struggling to find the joy. Like it's like, I just feel like you'd be happier if you were different. You know, it's like, it's not helpful. But to give like an example, right, to sort of give you a perspective of an actionable thing. Hold on, sorry, I should play the game here. Hello, how are you doing? Need some mycelia? By the way, could you brew me a certain potion? Yeah, what do you need? I'm planning to expand my home mushroom farm, as I want to add some new species of mushrooms. Unlike you, I don't have an enchanted tree, so things don't grow as fast. Maybe you can brew me a potion to make the mushrooms grow faster, eh? I'll bring you new types of mycelia once they grow. Have we done... Yeah, we've already gone through that path. There's not really anything for us to gain there. So we just want to brew up for you a wild growth. Just do that for you there, lady. But yeah, so the like actionable, like the example, I don't know that actionable is the right thing, because it's a very specific example to things that I do. I don't need the stink shrooms. What? Let's see. Do I have mud shrooms in here? What do I have? What do we have? We have witch mushroom, stink mushroom, sulfur shelf, dryad saddle. So if I want different ones, hold on. We have the mad mushroom. That's pretty expensive. What's this one? We have the sulfur shelf. We don't have mudshroom though, so we could do this one and get mudshroom. It's not on sale, but it is a standard, so we could probably get we could probably haggle it down and have it be a fairly good deal. I don't know how much mudshroom do I have? Am I even hurting for mudshroom? Yeah, it's a pretty specific one though, and we have other ones that can, like mudshroom does it. Yeah, because we have this, I can kind of cover for it. I'm gonna wait. So that's all done. But yeah, so one thing I was thinking about, like, where the concept of like your performance is better if you can give yourself like a boost of happiness before doing something, as opposed to relying on succeeding at it to make you happy, right? To do that, and then like finding the joy in things. So I'm a marathoner these days. I run marathons. I really wish I could pour tea with this thing. That would be so fun. But yeah, so I'm a marathoner these days. I love running marathons. And a lot of people wonder how on earth I could find joy in doing something like that. Because most people find it exhausting, and it is exhausting, and it's painful. Like this past weekend, from when I'm recording this past weekend, I'm actually in the midst of training for my next marathon. And I had to, we're kind of in the thick of it at this point. Hi, how you doing? I'm all good. Want to buy something? Oh, by the way, I need a potion. Can you help out? What do you need? Things for a few seconds, as if she's trying to remember something. Oh, yes. Basically, they told me that there are potions that can both give you strength and make you faster. I was like, what? Are you for real? That would improve my quality of life so much. I'd be able to carry more and move between markets and clients more quickly. It's just really, really cool. So then, can you brew me a potion like that so I can become stronger and faster? And I will try to bring you more goods of all kinds. Okay, so we want to do speed and strength, she said, right? That was it? So that give you both strength and make you faster. Yeah. So we want to go up and down. We have a lot more down, so I'm going to go up first. Wait, no, we want up. Yeah, we have a lot more of the down stuff, so we're going to start. Can we actually, we might just want to do a start brewing from here. Is that continue brewing from here? Yeah, to use it for swiftness 2. I kind of want to replace that with the swiftness 3, but if we do the swiftness 2, if we do that, and then we start going down, that's going to be the easiest way to do this. Yeah, see, and this is where it's great that we saved these things from earlier when we were thinking about it, because that there's the chance that we're going to destroy our potion with that one. But I'm going to try it, and we're just going to go. I'm not going to invest more in it yet, just in case that is what happens here. Yeah, okay. All right, let's try this again. Let's try it again. We can continue brewing from here. Let's do it. So we need to be more careful with that going down. So it might behoove us then to use the right here. If we crush this up, because then we can just kind of like warp our way there. Oh, we want the stuff there. Yeah, if we warp our way through these, we're going to miss that one. But honestly, that's going to be the smartest, safest way to go about this. But yeah, so I'm talking about my marathons, right? And so it's like the concept of trying to make fun out of something that's just like difficult and exhausting, right? Because that's what a marathon is. There's no getting around it. It's difficult and exhausting, and it can honestly, like, at times, even as much as I love it, it can suck. But the reason that I love it isn't just because of the sense of accomplishment at the end of it. Like, it's certainly true that I feel incredibly accomplished, incredibly proud of myself, and it's a good feeling when I've finished a marathon. Like, I live for that, right? Like, it's such an awesome thing to be able to say that I've done. Okay, so I'm gonna do this one, and I'm going to utilize the whirlpool to kind of dodge a lot of that stuff there. So let's get ourselves, there we go. Perfect. We want to go around here, to here. Okay, so we want carefully. We can get a bit more there. There we go. Yeah, if we do that, that actually also puts us in a better place to be heading down. Maybe even if we go a little further. Yeah, there we go. So we'll hit that one a little bit, but we'll dodge it. There we go. That's what we needed. But yeah, so it's like running a marathon is an undeniably exhausting, painful thing. But I still find joy in it. And one of the best things that has ever happened for me for enjoying it, there's two things that I do. One of them is I started doing mid-run nutrition, which is to say I have little snacks that I carry with me that I can let's see, we might need to do if we just go over, just get one of these things, that should actually take us pretty close to, that's all right. That gives us the chance to go back up for a 3 on that one, so we can give her a really strong potion here. Not that I think for these ones it doesn't really matter, because it's not like we're selling it to her. We're giving it to her in exchange for other things. There you go. All right, show me your goods. Yeah, she only sells these things, which I'm not super duper into, so I'm not gonna worry about it right now. But maybe she'll get us more stuff that's more handy later on. Oh, look at her. She's so very mad. There's this man. He rejected me. I want to make him fall deeply in love with me. Can only be mine. Will we accept a libido potion? Nope. Just like, I don't want to screw him. I want to kiss him. There's a difference there, you disgusting man. You're a horrible man. All right. But yeah, so one of the things that I do with my marathons these days, is there seriously like nothing that just goes on the diagonal? Like I can't seem to find anything that does that for me. But if we go up and we go to that, like if we go up and over one, like if we do this and then this to go over there, that can bring us there. And that might make it a bit easier for us to make our way over there. So I'm going to do that. So we'll just do this all the way up there. Boom. And this over here. But yeah, so I have these little snacks that I'll take. And for me, so lately what I've been really into, it changes from time to time what snacks I'm going for, what snacks I'm into for marathoning. But what I've been into lately have been they're called honey stingers, and they're little stroop waffles that are so delicious. They're so good. They've got like an extra energy complex to make sure that I've got like all the replenishing stuff that I need for for a marathon and everything. I'm just gonna do these like one ingredient at a time until I can get up there. Yeah, so if we do one more, that can get us high enough to then, yeah, get over there. Because I want to catch this one, I think. So that way we can come over here and I can use the diagonals that way and try and save a bit more of those. So we'll do one more of these. But I do those. And what you want to do for them is like, it's both good physically, but also good psychologically, truthfully. It's good to have one like a little bit before you start the run, just a little bit before. It doesn't need to be like, like there's like optimal times that, like if you're a professional marathoner, right, you're gonna be all like, oh yeah, no, I want to maximize this, so so I can save like every second on my time possible. There's ways to maximize it, but for my purposes, it doesn't really matter how soon before starting the run or starting the marathon. Oh man, messed up. We're just gonna give you this one. It's fine. Finish the potion. Finish this. Here's your love potion. There you go. Will do, but I pay for something of higher quality. Well, it's fine. We're basically coercing someone into romance as opposed to just waiting for proper consent. So I'm only willing to help you so far on this one. But yeah, so I have one of the little stroop waffles before, and then I carry them with me. So that way, at various intervals throughout the run, I can have a little snack. And what happens is it makes me like those, it not only gives me a little energy boost, but it gives me like a mentality and emotional boost, because it's all of a sudden it's like, oh, I get to have a little stroop waffle. They're so good. And I'm super happy about it. And I get to do that, and it gives me a boost. And it's noticeable even before my stomach has had time to digest the energy and start giving it to myself. My speed picks up for a little while afterwards. My pace improves because I'm just happier. I'm having more fun with it. The other thing that I do is I have music that I listen to while I run. Some people works better to have like a podcast or a book on tape or something. Or audiobook, I guess I should say. But like I'll listen to music and I'll just jam out. Like I'll sit there and I'll be like dancing and singing along mid-run. People look at me like I'm insane. And even when I'm running, one thing that I'll do is like I will cheer on other runners. Like I will be the source of joy for them, which gives me my own little joy boost. So I do all of these little things to make the process of running a fun thing, as opposed to just trying to suck it up through something miserable. And that's one of the biggest keys to success for me for marathoning. So, greetings, Alchemist. Do you have a potion that will make it easier to use my lockpick? Prepared to pay handsomely for your best potion. Probably you want this, right? Yeah. There we go. I'm gonna take the easier haggle here. I'm weary of haggles that are that difficult, especially since I like already had the potion. There you go. There's this girl. She rejected me. I want to make her fall deeply in love with me. She can only be mine. I really hope that there's like a three-way love triangle going on here, where it's like the last lady that wanted one was all like, hey, this other guy rejected me, and then like she rejected him. I think that would be just so delightfully ironic. Okay, so we might have to get a little creative with this one. We've only got 2 of these, and I think we kind of needed 3 of them. So we might have to get a little creative, but we'll figure this out. I mean, no, we can't go this way and then back over because it would require going up. Like the route that we had is kind of largely the best one. We don't need to go all the way up here. We can just do this, and then we can do this. Yeah, let's just do these, and let's get ourselves up there. Go over. We do that. Boom, boom. Let's just go ahead and get ourselves flowing. Whee! Okay, so here's where we're going to have to get kind of creative about this, because we've only got one of these. But I think if we do this, and then if we do these and kind of do our little zigzagging up thing, if we kind of zigzag our way up and back and forth for a lot of these, I think we can make it work. I think we can make the magic happen. But yeah, so I talk about all these marathon things, not specifically to say like, this is how you can achieve a marathon too. But like I say, I hate when I say something, like I hate to be the guy that says something along the lines of like, oh yeah, no, you just need an attitude adjustment, right? Because like that's so unhelpful to everyone, to anyone and everyone, to just be like, I feel like if you just changed your attitude, you would be better off. You know, because it's like, it's true that we need an attitude adjustment sometimes, but just like, it's not something that we can just up and do. If it were, we would all do it, and none of us would ever have to be, have to have help trying to find a better mentality or better state of mind to be in for things, like that. It just wouldn't be an issue for us. So, okay, let's hear. If we do this, and then if we go and we stop it up here, because we want to go as up as we can here. Yeah, because I don't think this guy had any other stipulations about what needed to be in there, or how many ingredients, right? Yeah, he doesn't give a crap. He just wants. Yeah, this guy's got the right idea. He doesn't give a crap about how we achieve her loving him. He just wants it to happen. I think actually if we just do this, and if we go over here, it'll be easier, because then we can kind of go backwards with like some of these things. Like we can use one of these. Yeah, there we go. But yeah, like it's not helpful to just say be better, like do better, be happier. But to give an example, right? It's not going to be the same example for everyone always, right? Like because it's going to depend on what your scenario is and what things do and don't resonate with you. It's going to be a little different for everyone. Just that potion. I don't want to save that recipe. It's a crappy recipe. But like you can use these examples as sort of like a modeling approach, and be like understanding, okay, I see what you mean. Like sometimes it's snacks, sometimes it's music, sometimes it's like bringing joy to other people. There are countless ways for you to find happiness, and incorporate more of it into your life, you know, like I say, as a preemptive thing, as opposed to waiting for it as a result. There are so many different ways to do it, but it does require a little bit of creativity. Hello, how are things? Want to buy something? How long you been doing this? Almost 50 years now. I started wandering the woods as a lad, and it became my home. Then I built a hut in the woods and started coming into town just to sell the mushrooms I collect. That's cool, I guess. Ooh, oh, he's got a new thing and it's on sale. I don't know that we need silver shelf. We got none of these. Hey, that's actually... Wait, no, that's going in the opposite direction of what we don't have right now. That's what we need. We need mad mushrooms, man. We need the mad mushroom. It's a mad mushroom. It's so mad. Yeah, we don't need any of the sulfur shelf. What do these do? Ooh, that's fun. We don't need the witch mushroom. Have any of those. We use as a small umbrella when it rains, though you might look a little silly. I mean, look at this guy. He doesn't care, that's for sure. Let's haggle it. Yeah, we can pull this one off. Who would have thought the mushroom guy just loves talking about mushrooms? So yeah, I don't know. I don't know if, like, you know, my stories, my tales are helpful for people. I hope they are. That'd be nice. But yeah, it just, like, it's just stuff that's been on my mind lately, and I don't know, like I said, no, it's kind of been 2 days in a row I've been talking about it, but you know, that's just where my head's at, man. That's just what I'm thinking about. That's just what's going on in my brain, and I'm just talking the things I'm feeling, you know. Being in a gang is great, sure, but having your own skin matters more. If things start to go pear-shaped, you've got to run for it. So I need a potion that will let me do just that. How about this? Yeah. Prepare to pay handsomely for the best potion. That's only a swiftness 2. Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to take this as an opportunity to... Oh, wait, can we even brew a swiftness? We're out of going north things. So we might have to... Yeah, we're going to have to save that for another time. I'm just going to give him what it is. Hi, Kitty. Kitty is back. Kitty is demanding attention. Kitty is upset that we are not quite at food time yet. Yeah, let's do this one too. This isn't going to be our most profitable sale, but that's fine. While I do enjoy close range combat, at times I'd still like to have an ace up my sleeve. Something I can throw from a distance. Something explosive or dangerous in another way. There you go. Yeah, that's dangerous. just to use up some of my inventory. Yeah, let's just do that to use up some of our inventory here. Oops. Boing, 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 boing. A boing, a boing, a boing, a boing. There we go. Yeah, just to use up our inventory. There's a rich man I want to rob, but I'll need something explosive to break through the wall of a storeroom. Do you have anything? Alright, I guess we're making an explosive potion. We have the mad mushrooms. We can presumably get ourselves there. That's one of the weird ways to do it. But now with the explosive or the mad mushrooms, I think we can probably have ourselves an easier time. I think we're gonna use up our store, but like this is why we have it, right? So we can use them. We have them, so we can use them. Plus, we can get our experience points this way if we do this. I'm tempted to, like I said, I want to get the most out of this, but because like part of that is what I'm gonna do. Here, I'm gonna do this, and we're gonna start stirring. And I'm going to try and use heat to get us there a little bit more. Because we can go a little bit further here. There we go. See, if we do this, that gets us just a little bit further so we can use up probably, yeah, probably just this one last one will get us far enough there. Far enough there. Yeah, I don't know, like this feel good psychology. It, in a lot of ways, it does kind of feel like very, like I say, like there's a certain latitude nature to it that I recognize can be pretty frustrating if you're not sort of in the mindset for it. So it is what it is. Take it or leave it, whatever does or doesn't resonate with you. But yeah, just that's why I've been talking about it the past couple episodes here, because it's just something that's been on my mind lately. And it's been helping me, because the thing about it too is, you know, I kind of mentioned this in the last episode, like the world is in a kind of a messed up state right now, to be perfectly blunt about it. I guess this one looks like it's a bit more reasonable and easy to accomplish. And so even if it doesn't necessarily change and like make me suddenly wildly successful or anything like that, like the concept of just injecting a bit of happiness into my days is so critical for me. And even if it's like just me fooling myself or anything like that, it feels like I need to be able to give myself that hit of joy that I need. Well, hello there, alchemist. Leans on the counter. A little birdie told me that you're some sort of serious business person, and I love doing business with those who are professionals at their craft, as they can be relied on. Glances over her shoulder and looks around. I have a few things for sale here. Rare ingredients too. Interested? Yeah, who are you? I am an entrepreneur. Put it simply, I buy, transport, and sell. I might not have the biggest selection, but you can always find some rare items and ingredients. Unlikely that you could buy something like this for such a bargain anywhere else. Well then, will you take a look at my wares? Yeah, absolutely. Oh, that one's neat. This is when you feel the need to party. Silver goblet. I don't know what these are. This is just like a decorative thing. But I'll take advantage of the life crystals. Those seem pretty rare. I know we can get those elsewhere. That's fine. What are these guys? A rainbow cap. Ooh, that's interesting. Just a way to like spiral out. This seems like it'd be a really good. Like I'm gonna get one just because it feels like it would be a really good experience grabber. So we'll just grab that one to have in our back pocket. We'll just grab one. Oh yeah, look at us. Look at us ready to haggle the crap out of this. Want to talk about getting a good deal here. That's what I'm talking about right there. Kidding me with this? Do you want anything of that I have? Not really. All right. Yeah, back out. End the dialogue. And that ends the day, and that also brings us to a really good time for me to say thank you so much for joining me. I do love and appreciate all of you. Yeah, it's kind of the similar advice to last time, and I don't know, like I said, I'm always kind of self-conscious when I'm talking about just like, oh yeah, try and be happier, because I really do understand that it can be maybe one of the most frustrating things when you feel like things are out of control. But in whatever ways you can control in your life, and there might be more than you realize, if you just make a bulleted list of all the things that are going wrong, and like, just like whatever aspects of them you can control. It's like if my boss is, really riding me lately and it's been difficult, it's like, well, what can you do? Like your boss can't control how you organize your desk, right? So maybe you just like find different ways to make your desk a happier place to sit, right? It's not really all that helpful to say that, but whatever you can do to inject even just a little bit of happiness, a little bit of joy in your life, right? Like I encourage you to do it, because it can be sort of like a positive spiral, like an upward spiral, right? We talk about downward spiral, negative feedback loops and all that. It could be a positive feedback loop where it's like you make yourself a little bit happier, which makes it easier to deal with other tasks, which makes it a bit easier to be happier, which makes it a bit easier to deal with other tasks. And it can kind of be a good thing. So just in whatever ways you can, try to inject a little bit of happiness where you can. And maybe that'll be good for you. And like we could all, like I say, today's world, we could all use a little happiness. So just, you're just trying to save yourself from all the grief that the world wants you to feel. So there you go. I don't know. Either way, love you. Bye.